Greetings, beautiful people. In this video, I'm going to talk about, why YouTube is such an amazing platform. The direction I'm taking with my channel and, the pros and cons to it. Okay. We'll start off with the cons and, why I started using, YouTube to begin with, was because of truth seeking. So if you're a truth seeker, you definitely should listen to this video so that you can, literally watch out and be conscious of these obstacles and these mistakes that you might make as a truth seeker, and for you not to fall into that trap, okay? And I've actually learned a lot from, watching different videos, and I want you guys to excuse my voice. I have a little bit of a scratchy voice today, but we'll try to get over that little obstacle. I'm not really letting that stop me from making this video, but this is going to be a good video for those of you that are truth seekers and are looking at YouTube videos, okay? With the cons, don't forget, whatever you're watching, don't forget that you're paying attention to a video and you're feeding your energy, because you see, energy flows where attention goes. So if you're paying attention to something that is not serving your purpose, or it's misinforming you, this is going to be detrimental. Those are things to really pay attention to. And how do you know if it's information that's misleading or not serving you? This is why it's important to keep a clean vessel. And I noticed that when I started watching videos, I really wasn't too knowledgeable. I was just truth seeking. But don't forget, when you watch videos and you start to pay attention and look for information outside of you, what are you going to be attracting? You're going to attract predators, okay? Because when you put yourself out there to, not just, let's say, make videos, but you're looking for videos and information outside of yourself, you're going to be attracting predators. All right, now, this is how your energy is harvested. When you look at videos, you're paying attention to something, you're going to attract predators, okay? So that's something to really, really pay attention to, okay? And, when you look outside of yourself, that's what you're going to encounter, but there should always be a foundation. I'm not saying that looking outside of yourself for information is bad or good. There should be a balance, but it's always going to start with you looking for information outside of yourself. All right. Now, let me give you a master advice, because see, this information it's literally life-changing. Okay. If you do look for information, all right, notice how you're receiving information, okay, through your eyesight, through your ears, okay? When you eat food, people don't associate eating food with information, okay? And eating food is information, but that's why it's important for you to change your diet, because when you change your diet, you're not eating death, all right? And this is why when you eat food, notice you got to metabolize your food, right? You got to chill out and relax for you to metabolize your food. You're not going to go run a marathon after you eat, okay? So that's why if you're listening to information, how is this information digesting with you, right? See, a lot of people, after they hear information, they'll either go do something else, and it's not going to digest well with them. You know what I mean? Did the information resonate with you? You know what I mean? Did it make sense to you? If it doesn't make sense to you, it's not going to matter to you, okay? And also, when you're learning things, okay, what good is knowledge if it's not applied knowledge, okay? So these things are things you gotta look out for. People look at fitness videos and, they start to get into fitness and working out. You know what I mean? It becomes a lifestyle. When you start to learn about things, they need to become a lifestyle, okay? Because if unapplied knowledge, your life will start falling apart, okay? Because your spirit is going to put you in uncomfortable situations, because you now know the truth of something. If you start to watch videos and you see that, for example, eating meat, all right, the negative effects of you eating meat, okay, and then you still eat meat, it's like you know that by eating the meat, you're consenting to the slaughter and murdering of that animal, right? You didn't go physically do it, but you're literally consenting to it by still eating it, So those are things to pay attention to. Okay. Now, if you continually do it knowing that it's bad, you're going to be put in uncomfortable situations. Okay. That's just an example, because I'm going to make videos on all this stuff, energetic karma and all that type of stuff, because a lot of people don't even know what to do with that. All right. Now, the reason information may not resonate with you, like I said, is because your vessel's dirty. Okay. It's you don't have, that's like you trying to eat, something when you have a lot of garbage in you and expect the body to absorb all these nutrients. You see, your body needs energy to get rid of waste and toxins, okay? But you constantly keep giving it food, all right? Thinking that you're going to absorb all these nutrients, when in reality, you should do a detox and cleanse your body out, and you're going to see that you're going to absorb more nutrients. It's the same thing. If you clean your vessel out, meditation, and clear your mind, you're going to be able to have a better form of resonation to see if this information resonates with you. But it could also be that you're not in the same frequency and vibration. Okay? Now, to raise your frequency, that's going to come in with diet. You eat high vibrational foods. Your body by default starts to climb up in the frequency ladder. Okay? If you're consenting to murder and death by eating animals, you're going to be lower in the frequency and vibration ladder. So even if you're listening to information from somebody, you may not even understand it, because you're not in that frequency and vibration. That's why things have to resonate with you, okay? So that's also something to look out for. Now, you got to understand too, this is when you don't understand something, it's going to discourage you. So what do? You start to veer away from what you're originally doing, which is truth seeking. So when you're truth seeking, you have to make sure that you have a realization as to why you're not understanding the information. You know what I mean? And get to the root cause of it. Could it be diet? Could it be your lifestyle? You know what I mean? And when you start to really change those things around, you're going to start to raise in frequency and vibration. And then you're going to have an understanding as to why you're not getting the message. You know what I mean? A lot of people, let's say, for example, you're awakened and you want to share, because this is the state that I got in, where I wanted to, I started to learn so much things and all this truth. I wanted to share with everybody. You know what I mean? I couldn't wait to talk to people about it. And people started to look at me like I'm crazy. All right? And the reason they start to look at you like you're crazy is because it's impossible for them to actually understand that message. You know what I mean? It's impossible. There was a point, because look, I worked for the bodybuilding industry, and there was a point in time where if you told me I shouldn't be eating meat and you shouldn't be eating 6 times a day and you don't even need to be working out for 3 hours in the gym, you shouldn't be taking pre-workouts, I would have looked at you like you're crazy. You know what I mean? And this was only 2 years ago, man. 2 years ago. The change I did in 2 years is insane. You know what I mean? But everybody awakens at a different time. You know what I mean? Everybody's going to awaken at a different time. And it's just like, the alarm goes off. You know what I mean? The light starts creeping in through the blinds. You know what I mean? The person's waking up, but eventually they will wake up. You know what I mean? Things to consider are those, all right? If you start to watch YouTube for entertainment purposes, look at the word entertainment, okay? If you look at the word detain means to hold back from proceeding, okay? You have the word attain. Attain means to reach or succeed, all right? Look at the word entertainment. Entertain. You're going to see the word tain, and then you're going to see the word ment at the end. Ment means mentality. They're attaining or detaining or holding your mentality or to programming. Because you see, when you watch TV, all right, television, television tells lies to your vision, okay? You're literally being programmed through subliminal programming, and you don't even know this. So the fact that you're even watching TV, you're consenting to this, outside programming. That's why they call it a program when you watch a program, okay? Now, if you're going to watch YouTube for entertainment purposes and not really utilize it in a different way, this is why they call it alternative media, then you might as well just keep watching TV, okay? Because I'm not all about telling you not to be entertained. You can use the entertainment, because I watch movies, right? But I don't look at them the same way anymore. Now I'm aware of what I'm looking at, but I also look at them as a documentary, okay? If you're going to watch television, know that even that light that comes out of the TV, all right, messes with your pineal gland. It's a frequency, All right, it's a frequency. See, the technology is very good right now. It's a smart TV, and it's smarter than a lot of your goofy asses, okay? So you got to be careful with things like that. When you're, watching even YouTube, let's say you're watching it from your phone, you got to pay attention to the fact that even the frequency that comes out of the phone, the blue light, you know what I mean? It's messing with your pineal gland. A lot of people try to, I'm going to open my third eye and this and that. There's a lot to that, and I'll make a video on that. Now, even the information that I'm putting out on YouTube, all right, I started with talking about history of the Egyptian pyramids, but that's because this is where this whole thing started with me. You know what I mean? But I'm going to change the direction that I take because it all comes to it's only that ever now moment. It's only that ever now moment. You see, if I'm talking about history, I'm talking about his story. And history is always rewritten. And they have technology. Look up quantum computing, the Mandela effect, okay? If you look these things up, it leads you to realize that anybody can just change anything from the past. Look up the CERN. Look up information on CERN. All right? These people could time travel and change the past, change your memories, change the information that you're literally receiving. Okay? What's the best form of information you can receive through YouTube is people talking about what you can do now and talking about you, the human anatomy, the body. Okay? Even when you look at religion, I started to look so much information on religion. Look outside the bubble. I grew up a Catholic. All right? There's so many religious characters that lead to the same story of Jesus Christ. And then it all leads back to the Son. You know what I mean? But then it's crazy because if you look at it, the Son, if you look at everything that happens through our religion, the story of Jesus Christ, this is you in the travels inside your body. That outside sun you see is utilized as a tool to purify you. But the solar plexus, you have the sun in you. This is your heat, your fire. I'll make a video on these chakra systems. It's going to blow your mind. All right? This is the next video I'm going to make. But, everything outside of you, yes, it's information. Okay? But you got to know what light is actually serving your purpose in the right way. Is it false light or is it the light of it? Because there's the light of the illusion. You know what I mean? Now, the sun, okay, it's a light. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make that video with the chakra systems because that's a pretty deep topic, and I want to stay on the topic of the YouTube platform and the direction that I'm taking and what you should look out for if you're a truth seeker, okay? Now, I lost my train of thought, but okay, so check this out. If you're a truth seeker, okay, let's say if you're watching things to go back to history, that goes back to history, you're going to look at information on religion, okay? You're going to open up so many rabbit holes and so much, different points of views, because that's the thing. You're going to have a lot of points of views. Everybody has a different perception of things. And listen, they all make sense. You know what I'm saying? There's also reasons why I stopped looking up information on flat earth, round earth. Both sides have such credible information. But here's the thing. Let's say if I found out, wow, the earth really is flat, right? How is that going to change your now moment? How is it going to change your life now? You know what I mean? I'm just not going to travel any further than I've ever traveled in my life because I'm going to fall off the edge of the earth. Or if it's round, you know what I mean? I'm just like, who cares? You know what I mean? These things are good to look into, but not put too much attention and energy into it, because energy flows where attention goes. And what is serving your purpose right now is to learn about you. See, this is the reason why even if you're going to go learn something new, it becomes so hard to learn something because you have so many distortions. You know what I mean? You have EMF pollution, 5G. You know what I mean? You can't ground to the earth properly because, you're always wearing shoes. I'll make that video on the chakra systems. That's why I said this next video is going to be powerful. Okay? But also, notice how the rabbit hole gets deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. You keep searching and searching and searching. You feel like you could go through this entire lifetime searching for information on history just to figure out what you should be doing now, that you'll never finish. You'll die and you still don't know everything that you're supposed to know. So that's why the best thing to do is learn about self. Okay, and how do you learn about self? One, learning the human anatomy, okay? And knowing thyself. What does really knowing thyself mean? You know what I mean? How much time do you literally spend with yourself? Why do I like using this camera right now that I'm using? Because I feel like I'm here by myself. I'm in a meditative state, literally, okay? Because you can meditate doing anything. And I'm talking to myself. I'm not worried about, you know, what other people are thinking of me. Because if I don't like the way this video came out, I could just do another video. You know what I mean? But here's another reason why that shouldn't even matter. Because if you're too focused on how you look on camera or what you're doing or how you're portraying yourself, your image, then here's what's going to happen is your focus is on that. And it's like your focus is split now between you worrying about how you look and the message that you're trying to give. You get what I'm saying? And that's important because I noticed I went through that. You know what I mean? I was making videos and I was trying to pay attention to, oh, you know, how do I look? Or, you know, what am I saying something that sounds stupid? Honestly, I really don't care. I got to that point where I don't care how I sound. Right now, I got a scratchy voice, okay? And, you know, it's cold out. I swallowed a lot of cold air. I never get sick, but I got a scratchy voice today. Is it going to slow me down or stop me from making this video? No, I want to get the message out. I want to get the point across, okay? So, watch the rhythm that you're in. You know what I mean? Because if you're always in that searching mode, you're now, okay, is what you're doing. You stay in that rhythm. That's why it's good to be aware and change what you're doing in the now moment. Stop staying stagnant because you'll just stay in that, and then people start to debate each other on YouTube. Look at the word debate, bait. Okay, they're trying to bait you. You're both trying to bait each other. Okay, you keep debating, you debate, but you're both trying to bait each other. What do you become? You want to become the master of bait? Go masturbate. See, masturbate. What do you do when you masturbate? You fuck yourself, right? So you just fucked yourself. All right. I look at this platform and I think we should use it. If your intention is to really, really get a good message out and help people, is to build. Look for other YouTubers, all right, where their strength may be your weaknesses, and you try to connect to try to build, because my strengths may be their weaknesses. You know what I mean? But instead, what do? We try to look for each other to debate and bash each other. You look to smash them because you're working through that ego still. You know what I mean? So you want to smash that YouTuber. You want to destroy him, right? Because that's the intent. That's what the ego does. You want to destroy that YouTuber. But look at it. You're a content creator, okay? You should be a creator here. You utilizing your energies. Are you utilizing them wisely, or are you misusing your energies? Okay? And if you're looking to destroy another YouTuber, okay, reflection is everything, okay? You're a reflection of what you project out, okay? Look for that back. I'm going to tell you that. Look for that back. That's why I believe that when you do something to give as service to people, that's why you see people will do this for fame. And that's also a kind of a iffy thing to do, because there's no bad or good on that. If you want to self-sustain yourself with YouTube, I believe it's the right way to do it. It's good, okay? But what value do you give to people for you to even make that kind of money on YouTube? This is what I'm starting to look at. Okay, I just started this channel. Okay, now people look at the dollar bill and the $100 bill. Okay, they both cost about the same to print, but why do people put so much more value on that $100 bill? You know what I mean? It's all a belief. All right, but what value do you give out? All right, for you to get that kind of abundance in return? Okay, because there's abundance in two ways. There's the material abundance, which is the material energy. That's the green. You put your heart and soul into that green. But are you putting your heart and soul into the green of nature to create that spiritual abundance, wisdom, knowledge, to be able to share it with the world? Okay? It's the law of reciprocity. That's why when people want to, you know, create a business online, let's say even in the spiritual community, and then there's people who criticize that. Why would you criticize that? Why would you criticize that? If they want to make money, they're giving you a certain... You see, your goofy ass is too lazy to go do research and to go meditate and sit out in nature. If you knew you had superpowers, okay, would you take the time to go activate those powers? Huh? No. So if somebody else is doing it for you, okay, then do it. Look, I'm going to tell you right now, there's a lot of misinformation on YouTube as well, which is why it's important for you to use discernment and know if something resonates with you or not, okay? Diet is important, but how many YouTube channels and videos are out there with millions of views with misinformation on diet? Talking about the keto diet and, you know, salt. I look at salt totally different because watch this YouTuber by the name of Zen Atman. First of all, he's one of the reasons why I started the channel. So thank you, Zen. Zen Atman, A-T-M-A-N, okay? I started to do so much research on salt, but yet there's so many channels open now, and it's supply and demand, okay? But now people are putting out so much information on like the pink Himalayan salt. I'll make a video on that, okay? I'll make a video on that. But, and that'll be the video after I make the chakras, because that's very important information, okay? And Zen Atman linked me to another YouTuber. Okay, I'll put him in the description below. UV Patil, okay? And the last video he made, all right, deprogramming, the beginning of the deprogramming process, that is an insanely informative video. But I'm also going to tell you something. Get in tune and in frequency, because many won't probably understand the message. And that's why you get discouraged and you come off your path. And that's the point, is keeping you busy, keeping you attained, your mind detained. They're going to keep your mind detained by the process of the entertainment, the industry. You understand? You got to get that understanding for you, and then build on that inner standing. The inner standing comes when you go within. So you live in a 3D realm of reality. Up, down, left, right, front, back. But how many people go in and out? As above, so below. As within, so without. Which means that whatever you're seeing outside of you is what's inside of you. So change what's inside of you so you can have a pleasant fucking exterior. It's crazy, but that's why my channel is going to go toward self-empowerment and what you can change in your now moment. Okay? What you can change in your now moment. Because if I'm going to keep talking to you about history, okay, you're just going to keep going into that rabbit hole. And who gives a fuck? That could be changed. But whatever's happening outside is happening in you. You understand? So if they keep GMOing you, they're going to GMO you're going to see the GMO outside of you. It's crazy. That's why it's important to pay attention to what you're seeing, what you're listening to, what you're smelling, because all that is information. But what you're eating is information. And it's going to change the vibration of your body. A lot of things to really look into. A lot of people also start worshiping YouTubers. They start to, oh, I look up to this YouTuber. They call him God. Hey, thanks. Can you put some more information out, God? Get the fuck out of here, man. Like, seriously, this is where people go wrong. Human beings always want to look to worship somebody else. And that's where it goes wrong. Do that shit your fucking self. You could do all this, even when I'm doing what anybody else is doing. You could do it yourself. You could do it yourself. Okay? And this video might cut off. I'm going to be